Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to make a little scratch algorithm that's going to have some balls that are going to bounce around, but they're never going to touch each other. They're always going to keep their distance. That's what we're going to have a go at making today. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of scratch, and I'm going to get a dot or a ball. So I could use this ball or any other sprite I wanted really, but I'm going to use this ball here. And what I want to do first is make it move around the screen. So going to go to events. So when the green flag is clicked, I want it to forever, which is in control, forever move 10 steps, or it's go in the direction it's going to face. Now, because I want it to go in a random direction at the start, what I'm going to get is a turn 15 degrees, but I'm going to get the operator for pick a random. And so pick a random between 1 and 360, so if you go in any direction in a full circle, that's fine. I want it to keep moving 10 steps, and if it gets to the edge, I want it to bounce, which is in motion. There we go. Okay, so just straight away, I've just got a ball that bounces around the screen. Okay, so that's part of the way there. In a minute, I'm going to introduce a second ball into the mix. So let's do that now. So I'm going to right-click and duplicate, and what that does is it duplicates the code as well. Now, at the moment, the balls are the same color. So I'm going to go to costumes, and I'm just going to choose a different color costume for the second ball. So I can now say I've got a orange ball and a blue ball. Right, I'm going to go back to the orange balls code, and what I want to do is I want to sense if I'm getting too close to the other ball so I can turn and run away and they'll never hit each other. So let's go to sensing, and what we can do is we can get distance 2, and we can change it to, so we are ball 1, or the orange ball, and we're going to do distance to ball 2. And then I'm going to get an operator that is less than. So if the distance to ball 2 is ever less than, I'm going to go for 100. So the distance to ball 2 is less than 100, so I'm going to get an if block to put that in. And you'll notice that in the if block you've got the same shape. So I can drop that in like so, and I can put this inside the forever loop. So it will move 10 steps. If it's on the edge, it will bounce, and then it will check if the distance is too close. If they're too close, what I want them to do is I want them to turn away from each other and go the other way. Now, there isn't a face away button, there isn't a turn away button, a block. So what I'm going to use instead is a point towards. I'm not going to say point away, I'm going to say point towards the ball, but then immediately turn 180 degrees. So I'll point towards the ball, and then it'll turn around and it'll face the other way and start moving away. Okay, let's try that. Let's just try that without doing any more blocks on the blue ball, see if it works. Oh, it does. That's quite cool, isn't it? So we've introduced just one ball at the moment, and our orange ball is always avoiding it. So what we could do is we could add in some more balls. So I could duplicate the blue ball. Let's do it a couple of times and see if it works. So if I go here and I could say, right, now a quick way of doing this, I could duplicate this and say, I have not three times, but instead of saying ball 2 each time, I could have ball 1 for ball 2, 1 for ball 3, and 1 for ball 4. So if it's ever, oh no, let me think that's ball 2. If it's ever close to any of the 3 balls, it should turn around. Let's see. It should never touch any of the balls. So it might be that it has a tendency to get stuck in a corner, but it's doing a pretty good job of avoiding all the different balls. Now I think there might be a, so it got caught in the corner there. There might be a different way that we could code this. Let me try it. If I go to operators, I think there is an OR block. And what I could do is I can put the distance to ball 2 or the distance to ball 3. No, the problem with that would be it wouldn't know which way to face, so that's not a good solution actually. Let's leave that. Okay, so that's a pretty good solution. Now, as you saw, eventually they did actually touch because it got caught in the corner. So my question is, how many can we have before that becomes a problem? We've got 3. Would it work with just 2? So if I deleted 1 and carried on, the code should still work even though I've got a bit of extra code, but you can see it runs a bit smoother. Or could you do it with more balls and have your code so they never touch? So how many balls could you add in? then it would keep avoiding them. And that's the challenge for today. Right, guys, I hope you've had a good half term. I hope you have good fun making this, and I hope to see you all again soon. See you later, guys.